Hey, Jonathan Holmes here from Destructoid.com with Tyrone Rodreguez, publisher of Legend of Raven, an upcoming fighting game coming to the PlayStation Vita. And is that it? Well, is that what you're bringing it to right now? PS4 as well?
That's what we said, the Vita for right now.
Vita for right now. It was originally 3DS, and I was excited. Now it's Vita, I'm also excited. Any comment on why the switch of console?
It's just a really, really good fit. I'm still a gamer, and I'm always going to be a gamer, and playing fighting games on the Vita really makes a lot of sense. We got a ton of feedback from the fighting game community that they wanted on PSN. We want to see if they really want it on PSN, and the Vita is a really good way to start.
Makes a lot of sense. And for people who don't know, this game originally developed by 3 people, if I remember correctly. Ex-SNK guys worked on KOF. This game has a pretty complex parry system, which I'm not doing well. How do I parry again?
So you'll parry with your right index and your left index, and your right index is going to be your high parry, and your left index is going to be your low parry.
Right index? What?
For your right shoulder and left shoulder button right there.
Shoulders. Yeah.
Clever guy.
Shoulders I got. Thank you. All right, gonna try to parry. Parry.
And the reason they decided to make the parry into buttons instead of directional presses is because when you make the parry a directional press, it's really obvious that it nerfs charge characters like a Remy or a Guile type of character where you have to charge back. Once you have to push forward to parry, you've just lost your charge and you can no longer do your Sonic Boom or your Flash Kick.
That makes a lot of sense. Smart design on this game. So people know, there is a sort of pseudo-sequel in the works by the original developers, separate from this game, not to be confused. That's Yatagarasu Legend of Cataclysm?
It's Yatagarasu Attack on Cataclysm.
Attack on Cataclysm, my bad. And this is Legend of Raven.
Correct. So we wanted to localize the name because most people that we encountered could not pronounce the name, and we also wanted to make sure people understood what it was. Yatagarasu in Japanese means 8 raven or 8 crow, but it's a legendary animal, but it's a very obscure legend, so we wanted to try to localize the name in the proper way without just calling it 8 ravens or something like to that effect.
Yeah, it's carries over the spirit of the game, spirit of the name, the original name. Some people got very angry, Tyrone. Everything you do makes at least one person so angry. If you say good morning to them, they'll be like, what?
It's my goal in life to make people on the internet angry. I want to make gamers angry by bringing them good games.
It makes a lot of sense that they get so angry. Some people were mad that it's not Legend of the Raven. They were mad about the lack of the. Any comment?
No, not really. They're going to get angry, and I know that there were some players who were angry that it's not coming to 3DS. But I've told players on the internet, on our Twitter, if you want to play it, you can play it now. You can download the PC version from Japan. So I understand they want to play it on 3DS, but you can play it now. So it just comes down to a decision where you want to play it, and it's a question of just principle and people being stubborn. So
I would love to play it on the 3DS.
I would love to play it on the 3DS, but I prefer to play it on the Vita. Look at this beautiful, amazing OLED screen, and the D-pad is a lot better, the spacing is a lot better. As I said, there's a lot of players going to tournaments like EVO who have their Vita with them. There's a lot of other games like Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue already on the system running at 60 frames per second beautifully. So why not go where the players will really appreciate the games? And
where you can put the best version of the game, and where the players are waiting for the game the most. Makes a lot of sense to me. I want it to be on everything.
I want everything to be on everything as well, but
you're working on Binding of Isaac Rebirth. You're working on Abound Hawkins and 1001 Spikes. You're working on this game. You're working on. I hope you're still working on Guxt for the 3DS. I want that to come out still.
I love Gust. And we're working on Grinzia.
Yeah, you're working on Grinzia RPG for the 3DS. You can't make all games on all things at all times. I bet if you could, you'd put it on every console.
We would love to make everybody angry. I mean, everybody happy.
I'm not that bad at this game, considering I'm terrible. And who are these guys? There's little Mortal Kombat-esque live-action photographs of men. Are they the commentators?
So yeah. So what you're seeing is not Toasty, but it's actually Kokujin, KSK, and Tokido, and they're pretty renowned Street Fighter 3 players from Japan. And what they'll do is they'll live commentate the fight while you're playing, as well as when you do a special move, when you do badly. For the US version, we're going to localize that, but we haven't announced who is going to be the guy.
You know, it would be killer if you could get a guy who's really experienced with fighting games. Simply killer.
I agree. Who would you suggest?
I don't know. Shmeth Shmillian?
Did you say Warren Spector?
I did. Warren Spector is who I want in my life all the time. I just want a voiceover of him everywhere I go, let alone a fighting game. I'm terrible at talking and playing this at the same time. I guess we should close up the video. Tyrone, thank you so much. Play that I really enjoy.
Thank you for
Beautiful
playing
looking
them.
game. Anytime. Yeah, keep up the good work. Yeah.
Thanks for watching.